The tension is boiling over in Hollywood as Charlize Theron slams Timothée Chalamet for his controversial take on the arts. Theron is officially firing back at Chalamet after his disparaging comments regarding ballet and opera. She is calling his past remarks reckless and defending the physical grit it takes to perform on stage.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Theron did not hold back in her latest interview, telling the world that while she hopes to run into Timothée Chalamet soon, she believes AI is going to be able to do his job in just 10 years. She insists that no technology will ever replace the raw human experience of a dancer living and breathing on a stage. Beyond the drama, we are tracking all the massive hits headed to your screen this week, starting with Charlize Theron starring in the new survivalist thriller Apex. Plus, we have the latest on Timothée Chalamet in the high-stakes table tennis flick Marty Supreme, and much more fresh content dropping right now. From survival thrills to the biggest celebrity showdowns of the year, we have all the coverage you need to stay in the loop. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update on the stories that matter. Ever wonder what happens when Hollywood heavyweights clash over the soul of the arts? Well, Charlize Theron just threw the ultimate curveball at Timothée Chalamet, and she definitely didn't pull any punches. If you've been following the drama, you know that back in February, Chalamet made some pretty dismissive remarks about ballet and opera, essentially questioning why we're still trying to keep those art forms on life support. Theron, who spent years training as a dancer, wasn't having any of it. In a recent interview with the New York Times, she fired back, calling his comments very reckless. But she didn't stop there. She hit him with a line that's already going viral. She suggested that while AI might be able to replicate Chalamet's acting job in a decade, it could never replace the raw, human physicality of a dancer on stage. It's a stinging critique, but it forces us to ask, do we undervalue the discipline of the arts? Theron opened up about the brutal reality of her dance training, describing it as borderline abusive, and sharing stories of bleeding through her shoes just to keep going. It's that level of grit that makes her defense feel so personal. Chalamet's original comment even became a running joke at the Oscars, with Conan O'Brien taking a jab at him during the ceremony. But Theron's comeback feels much sharper because it highlights a deeper shift in how we value performance. It's not just about ticket sales, it's about the human spirit. What do you think? Was Chalamet just being a realist, or was he being disrespectful to the foundation of performance art? Let me know your take in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the stories shaking up Hollywood. At the end of the day, maybe it's time we stop looking for the next big thing and start respecting the timeless ones that bled to get us here. Ever wonder what happens when Hollywood royalty calls out the industry's golden boy? Well, the gloves are off, and Charlize Theron just dropped a reality check that is echoing all the way from Tinseltown to the world of high art. It all started when Timothée Chalamet made some waves, and not the good kind, during a chat with Matthew McConaughey. He suggested that cinema shouldn't end up like ballet or opera, implying that these classical forms are basically irrelevant. Needless to say, the internet didn't take that sitting down, and now Charlize Theron is officially throwing her hat in the ring. In a recent interview, she didn't mince words, calling his comments, quite frankly, reckless. It is a bold stance, especially considering these are art forms that have survived centuries precisely because they tap into something deeper than just CGI and green screens. Theron went for the jugular with a prediction that might sting a little. She believes that in about a decade, AI might be able to handle Timothée's job, but it will never replace the raw, visceral magic of a human performer pouring their soul out on a stage. Ouch. She even shared how her own background in dance taught her the kind of discipline and structure that you just can't manufacture. She's not the only one weighing in, either. Legends like Andrea Bocelli and even Whoopi Goldberg have hopped on the bandwagon to remind everyone that there is real value in those centuries-old traditions. So, what do you think? Was Chalamet just speaking his mind? Or is Charlize right that we need to stop looking down on the art forms that laid the groundwork for everything we see on screen today? Drop your take in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the stories shaking up Hollywood. At the end of the day, maybe we should all remember that beauty doesn't have an expiration date. Are you ready to clear your schedule? Because this week's streaming lineup is absolutely stacked. From intense action to side-splitting comedy and some heavy-hitting music docs, your watch list is about to get a major upgrade. Let's dive into what's hitting your screens. First up, Timothée Chalamet is trading his usual roles for something entirely different. A ping-pong master in the A24 powerhouse, Marty Supreme. Directed by Josh Safdie, this 1950s period piece isn't just a sports movie. It's a high-octane, nerve-busting adrenaline rush that's already making waves. If you prefer your thrillers a bit darker, check out Park Chan-wook's No Other Choice on Hulu. It's a masterclass in satire about a man who decides that murdering his competition is the only logical step after a layoff. Talk about an intense job hunt. For those who love a good survival flick, Charlize Theron is back in action with Apex, dropping on Netflix. She's facing off against Taron Egerton in the Australian wilderness, and honestly, watching them play cat-and-mouse sounds like the perfect Friday night movie. On the series front, Kate Hudson returns in the second season of Running Point, where she continues to navigate the high-stakes world of NBA ownership. And if you're a fan of dark, complex dramas, keep an eye on Half Man, the new project from Richard Gadd, the mastermind behind Baby Reindeer, which looks like another must-watch. Music lovers, you are not being left out. Kehlani is dropping a self-titled album that promises to build on her already incredible R&B streak, while Noah Kahan returns with The Great Divide. Plus, if you want something with more heart, don't miss the Netflix documentary, Lainey Wilson, Keepin' Country Cool. It's a rare, candid look at a star who is actually keeping it real behind the curtain. Gaming fans, get your controllers ready. Double Fine Productions is back with Kiln, a game that starts as a relaxing pottery simulator but quickly devolves into a 4-on-4 chaotic melee. It's weird, it's fun, and it's exactly the kind of innovation we love to see. And if you need a quick fix, Vampire Crawlers is bringing that addictive, card-slinging, monster-fighting energy to consoles this Tuesday. There is truly something for everyone this week. Which one are you diving into first? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep your entertainment game sharp. Happy streaming. Have you ever seen a Hollywood heavyweight call out a rising star for being completely out of touch? Well, grab your popcorn, because Charlize Theron has officially entered the chat, and she is not pulling any punches when it comes to Timothée Chalamet. If you remember, Chalamet landed in hot water back in February when he made some pretty dismissive remarks about ballet and opera, essentially calling them forgotten arts that nobody cares about anymore. But Charlize Theron, who actually trained as a professional ballerina before hitting it big in acting, wasn't about to let that slide. In a recent, no-holds-barred interview with the New York Times, Theron slammed those comments as reckless and borderline abusive. She didn't hold back, pointing out that dancers are essentially superheroes, enduring brutal physical conditions. Think blood infections and blisters that never heal, all while performing in complete silence. It is a level of discipline that demands respect, not a jab from someone who might be overestimating the permanence of their own craft. And this is where it gets really interesting. Theron dropped a major reality check, suggesting that in 10 years, AI might be able to replicate Timothy's job, but it could never replace the raw, human soul of a live performer on stage. It is a bold, stinging reminder that some art forms require a blood, sweat, and tears commitment that a computer just cannot code. She even admitted she hopes to run into him one day to have a proper conversation about it. So, what do you think? Was Chalamet just being a bit naive, or did he cross a line by punching down at struggling art forms? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more celebrity showdowns. After all, in a world where everything is becoming automated, maybe it is time we stop taking the human element for granted.